Okay, if you're not already sitting in front of your TV, come over here and take a look at this. Isn't this fascinating? This is called poured painting. Now, what if we told you that tomorrow you could learn how to do this? And thanks to the Caroline County Council of Arts, you can without even having to leave your home. I'd like to introduce to you Deputy Executive Director Mila Hathaway. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
You betcha. Thanks for talking to us this evening. So you've got a demo going on tomorrow. What can we expect from it?
What we're going to do is to put it on our Facebook page so anybody can access it. It's going to be uploaded by 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. We have it broken into 3 sections, an intro, and then 2 different paint pouring techniques that our foundry artist, Melody Prairie, is going to demonstrate. And she does a wonderful job. She shows you all the materials that you need. It's very easy. Do messy.
So explain to me exactly, what is poured painting? Is this do a lot of people do this?
I don't think so. I have never heard of the technique actually until I started working here. But she, takes paint. She tells you what she adds to the paint. It's not just plain paint. And she uses all sorts of household utensils that you would never think of to use with painting. I always think of a paintbrush, but she explains, how she manipulates the paint after she pours it onto the canvas. It's very fascinating.
Oh my goodness. Okay, tell me a little bit more about the mission of the Caroline County Council of Arts.
Well, we like to provide, art activities and events to our constituents here in Caroline County, but anybody is welcome. I mean, we offer classes. We offer a second Saturday event every second Saturday of the month. Anybody can come. We have people that come from different counties actually to participate. It's free. It's family friendly. It's for all ages, but we have classes. We're going to be offering kids classes this spring for free over Zoom. We just want to keep people engaged. And right now, with the things that have been going on this past year, art is very therapeutic too. So we want to make it accessible to people.
I know that you plan ahead very carefully. Can you give me a real quick idea of some things you have coming up for the next year?
Yes. Okay. So we've got these second Saturdays planned out actually for the rest of the year. Tentatively, we're going to offer a session on painting models. One of our foundry artists does a fantastic job. They look so realistic. Actually, next month, I just talked to our artist, Stephen Mead, yesterday. He's going to do a second Saturday event, which will be posted on Facebook. He's going to teach people how to frame a canvas. We are going to be doing some spring Easter baskets. We're going to be doing a nature photo walk. So,
oh my goodness!
Yeah,
this
these are all
great.
free. So,
and they're all free. That's the best price. That's my favorite part. All right, tell me real quick. Give me the details for tomorrow's demo.
People just need to go to our Facebook page, Caroline County Council of Arts. Once it's posted, it's there, forever. So anybody can look at it at any time and watch Melody's demonstrations.
That is awesome. We're going to have a demonstration here in just a little bit, and I can't wait to see it. Deputy Executive Director Mila Hathaway with the Caroline County Council of Arts, thank you for talking to us this evening.
Oh, thank you so much for having us.
Take a look at this. The artist in action. This is Melody Prairie doing poured painting. Now, we touched on it just a little bit earlier in the show talking to Mila Hathaway, but now it's time to see how it's done. Let's talk to Melody. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm terrific. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Thank you so much for talking to us this evening. Poured painting. Explain to me, give me the definition of poured painting.
So acrylic paint is typically in more of a paste format. The texture is a little bit thick. It's typically done with paintbrushes.
Right.
Poured painting is when we add some things to the paint so that it can literally be poured out of a cup or poured out of a bottle or used Jackson Pollock style to fling it about because it's nice and runny and it's fluid. So it's actually called fluid acrylic art. And the technique is pouring.
So when you say you add things to the paint, what kind of things do you add?
I tend to use Floetrol, which is an additive that house painters use to make the paint self-leveling.
So this is something easily available to anybody, right?
Absolutely. I buy a gallon jug at a time at Lowe's for about $40.
Wow, there you go. So wait a minute. Let me ask you, how did you get started in this?
I saw a YouTube video one day of a lady who used a blow dryer to blow paint across a canvas, and it turned into this gorgeous abstract thing. And so I just voraciously started watching YouTube videos of other people doing the same and came up with some ideas, some inspiration from those people, and decided that I would just go buy the things that I wanted to try it and became immersed in it. I painted every day until I had canvases lined up that weren't dry yet. So.
Oh my goodness, that is incredible. So what are you thinking when you do a poured painting? Are you thinking about, I want it to turn out this way, or are you thinking, let's see what happens?
You're literally thinking, let's see what happens. You can try to plan, but eventually what happens is it becomes whatever it becomes. And so I have a piece at my salon where I own a salon in Denton, and I have a piece hanging on the wall that looks like abstractly, and it's an expressionist thing. It looks like similar to a flower vase with flowers in it. And the reason is because I tried a technique called swiping where I took strips of paint and just poured strips of paint parallel to each other on the canvas, and then took a wet paper towel and dragged it across. It's called a swipe.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, it looked so much like a window pane to me, wet, that I decided to begin manipulating it to create something that looked like a window. And so I took a bottle of my paint that was pre-mixed and I just squeezed it onto the canvas and then took a spatula and started manipulating until it appeared to be a flower vase, a glass vase with flowers on it on a windowsill.
How about that? Now,
it's one of my favorite pieces, and it was not intended to be flowers originally. It was just, let's see what happens with a wet paper towel.
and that's how it came out. Now, I personally am not real great with colors. Do you have to know the color wheel and everything to be able to do this?
You really don't. But if you want it to be something that's more design specific, having some knowledge of color theory is good.
Melody Prairie of Denton, thank you. A poured painter. I can now say I talked to a poured painter. Thank you so much for talking to us this evening. It's been wonderful.
Thank you, Jimmy. Have a good night.